Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Ann at Martin House Flowers. In today's video, I'm just going to do a little bit of puttering in the garden. To be honest, I know I sound really calm because I just had my morning coffee, but I'm actually feeling a little bit of anxiety about leaving on Sunday. There's just so much going on in the garden. And I'm taking a look around. I'm actually standing on my porch, still in my pajamas, but I wanted to take a quick look. You know how the garden looks after a rainstorm? Well, that's what we've been dealing with. So yesterday, I just worked at cutting my tulips. As you can see, my refrigerator in the garage is full of tulips. I don't know if that was a waste to harvest all those, but nevertheless, I've got some bouquets made. And in the grow room, my guest room, my cosmos, my gomphrena, my zinnias. Remember we planted those together? And these over here are the 4 o'clock salmon that we sowed together. I've never grown these before, so I'm really looking forward to them. I think from the image on Baker Creek, they reminded me a little bit of calibrachoas, so we'll see. And those are Verbena bonariensis at the front, and we've got status behind, a bunch of chamomile and lobelia on the left. Those cresspedia on the left are from botanical interest. The germination wasn't so great. My peppers are looking really healthy. Those have already been potted up. Now the eucalyptus, they look a little bit, I don't know, they're struggling a little. And down there, I did manage to pot up my tomatoes yesterday. And these down here are marigolds. And I have a lot of scabiosa. These are the annual scabiosa. They come up, they germinate so quickly. And then I've got, still on the heat mat, these free tomatoes that were given to me. I finally took the saran off, and look at the nasturtiums. And those are some delphinium beside the nasturtiums. And all of this down here are status and some gara in the back, and more zinnias. Petunias aren't doing great. That's the red cabbage in the corner there. More scabiosa. And these petunias, the pink petunias on the right, they look like they've dampened off. Not doing great at all. They might be a total bust. And more scabiosa on the right. And lots of gomphrena that I potted up. We did this together, I think. And yes, I did put 3 or 4 per 4-inch pot. And these, oh my goodness, ageratum. They almost look edible, don't they? These are the tall blue planet variety from Johnny's. They're looking so good. They almost look ready to plant outdoors, but sadly, I have to wait until after my last frost because these are not cold tolerant. So when I'm back at the end of April, they should be ready to go in the ground. And in the kitchen grow light, These are shimmer celosia. I potted those up, and more of the eucalyptus on the left, but look at my portulaca. They look so healthy. Now these Verbena bonarienses, I started at the same time. One of these trays are the mummies, and the taller ones are the babies. Isn't that the way it goes? The kids are always taller. And then we have some perennial salvia on the right, and petunia wild violets on the left. I think these are the only ones I'm going to grow next year. The other wave petunias, just not looking great. So we're outside now at the front, and I'm checking daily for my eastern redbud, and it is starting to bloom. I bet by the weekend, by the time I leave, it'll be in full bloom. I hope to catch it before I go. And we're in the south-facing front garden now with all the daffodils. The spireas are starting to leaf out a little bit. I don't remember them being so late, but there you see the spireas. And we're just looking back at my long rose border. The cat's pajama nepeta and the grape hyacinths are doing well. The roses are slow to leaf out, so I'm definitely going to wait to fertilize for when I get back at the end of April. It's too soon. I mean, we may get another frost, but I kind of doubt it at this point. We've got a lot of warm weather in the forecast the next 10 days. And these are my quickfire fab hydrangeas. And these are the tulips from last year. Let me think of what they're called. But they're not as full as they were last year. They're not Darwins. They are Triumph. Those are Triumph tulips. Those are bobo hydrangeas, and that's where I put the trellis. So I'm going to be on a lookout for something to grow on that trellis behind the bobos. Let me know in the comments below what you suggest. Should I do a clematis, another rose? So this is, for reference, is the west facing. So it gets morning shade and afternoon sun. That's a peach tree we just planted. And those are they might be yarrow, not weeds. These are firelights. I have 2 of them. And look at those Darwin tulips, just in full glory. That's our pear tree. I'm so happy that I got to prune back all of my fruit trees. They should do better this year. There's a couple of roses down there slowly leafing out. And then we're going to take a look at what we direct sowed together. I am seeing seedlings. So exciting. I won't go through the individual seedlings because they just look like teeny things right now. But those are anise hyssop on the left, yarrow in the middle. I know we did some lupins together. Eddie's waiting patiently. There's the yarrow that came back, overwintered from last year. Some poppies. So the winter sowing jugs I'm going to start planting out in that bed, hopefully before I go. These are the white tulips that are coming up. It's hard to believe, but I did cut quite a bit. I think I filled at least 6 buckets of tulips. I'm just trying to cut as much as I can before I go. That gap there, I just threw down some extra foliage. Some yellow are coming up. All of my tulips in these raised beds are from color blends. And I blocked the exit there with that bench because we need to stabilize that arbor. So I'm taking a look at the back here. It's not looking too hopeful for this rising sun redbud. I'm really worried. I gave it a really heavy prune. It had a lot of dead twigs before I even pruned it, so who knows? I'm really hoping and praying for my redbud. Those are bloomerang lilacs. A forsythia in the corner, another bloomerang lilac. Some tiny tulips, and that is the pilgrim rose that's leafing out. Let's take a look at the kitchen garden. There in the distance you see my gravel and my winter sowing jugs that I opened. These are some older Appledorn tulips that came back spotty, and lettuce and chamomile and onions. So I guess we're kind of halfway in joining our trees. Yesterday I did order 2 pallets, 140 bags of this dark mulch. And hopefully we'll have enough this year to do this back area, because last year we did do obviously these new beds that we joined the trees. There is my Pinky Winky Prime. I have 2 of them, one on each side of the chicken wire. Cleome seeds, not seeing much yet, but hopeful. Irises that I transplanted last fall. Some tulips, the other Pinky Winky Prime. Not seeing anything, but they might take time. Still hoping. Another pack of seeds went in there. I heavily sowed those. And the other Pinky Winky Prime. And I'm trying to get Eddie to stop walking on the mulch because I have little tiny plants and seedlings there. And we're at the greenhouse looking at the tulips. Let's Dance Skyview hydrangeas behind the greenhouse. Those are turtle head popping up. Darwin tulips, and these are Firelight Tidbit hydrangeas. And there's my new Miss Molly hellebore. Barb at the garden market kindly replaced one of the ones that didn't come back last year. Those are turtle head, a mock orange, and my new Father of the Bride hellebore under the cage. And that was some geraniums that I forgot to bring back inside. I was just hoping to harden them off. So let's take a look in the greenhouse. I wanted to do a quick but full tour of not only the outdoors but in the greenhouse. These are violas in the containers, geraniums in the corner, the 2 white ones and the blue. They were struggling in their 2.5-inch pots, so I decided to pot them up. The center there I have more violas, and then to the left and right and all those little clay pots have Genovese basil. There's my perennial scabiosa, some delphinium. These are snaps, baby snaps, and these are all the Potomac snapdragons that I've been trying to take care of until they go in the ground at the end of the month. Those are some reseeded sweet peas, some lettuce down below, some geraniums, lobelia around the circumference, snapdragons in the middle there, a geranium, a bunch of statice, more sweet peas. These are snow peas, and these are really healthy snapdragons, some globe thistle, more snaps, more violas, beautiful geraniums that I'm trying to harden off. When I get back, I want those planted along my walkway. More violas. Do you see all of my tubers, my dahlia tubers, and some violas, and then some sweet peas that I had to redo. And there's some bee balm, some sweet William on the left. I really should plant them out. They're struggling. Violas, my Easter container, some basil, some pansies, and finally some more snaps. So that's it. That's what I have in the greenhouse. Soon I'll be carrying in the tall rack that's in my greenhouse, in my grow room. So we're just going to take one look over here. We've got my leafed out variegated dappled willow. There's some hydrangea I just planted last year. My hostas are coming up. Endless summer. And look who's back. Do you see who's back there in the corner? I think that's Molly. I think it might be Molly from last spring because she remembered her spot. And these are some bugleweed, ajuga. They're finally blooming out. Endless summer hydrangea. Another one. Some hostas finally popping out. My pulmonaria. They look so good. Firelight tidbits in the back. They're all leafing out. We planted those together late summer. And now we're back at the front. And here's my Bali hibiscus leafing out. I just gave that a little prune a few days ago, so that was timely. Grape hyacinths, some daffodils, and that's it. We're at the front. Just go across the driveway, looking back there. I can't wait till that hibiscus blooms out. And then finally, my front walkway with all my beautiful Darwin tulips and a little pile of compost and potting mix at the front door. So here is the bucket of bouquets of tulips that I'm bringing to Barb's. I just brought one bucket with three bunches and another mason jar. I'm hoping that I sell these before the weekend. If not, they look really pretty in her shop. So if you're local, go get some tulips at the Garden Market Sycamore. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short tour of the garden, the greenhouse, and my grow room. I just wanted to share what everything is looking like in the middle of April. And I hope everything is going well in your garden. Let me know how you're doing in your spring garden and what you're growing. Have you got tulips or daffodils out? Are they finished? Have you planted out some of your seedlings? Let me know. And in the meantime, I'll see you next week. Take care. Thanks for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and drop me a note. Take care. Bye.